Good day everyone! Welcome to another episode of Math Made Easy. And if you don't know, hi, my name is Ryan, and I'll be guiding you in understanding mathematics a lot better. For today's episode, we are going to be talking about Markdown and gross margin. So, first of all, what is Markdown? A markdown is a devaluation of a product. It is an attempt to sell something at a lower price than originally planned due to it not selling. This may be because a store bought too many, an industry trend didn't live up to its reputation, or a product has a sizing issue or other defects that has limited its sales. So before we move on sa ating formulas, let us first define the terms that we are going to use. For markdown, it is denoted by MD, markdown rate is denoted by R, and new selling price that is denoted by S. Now, ang formulas na gagamitin natin ay nag-vary depende sa ating problem. The key is to read the problem carefully at i-analyze ng mabuti kung ano ba ang hinihingi sa atin. So, for our first formula, we have the original price that is S plus MD. And for the markdown, we have original price minus S or original price times R, which depends on the given of the problem kung ang binigay mo sa atin ay ang selling price or ang rate. For the markdown rate, we have MD divided by the original price times 100 since percentage yung kinukuha, at yung sa original price naman ay original price minus MD. Now, let us get into the lesson proper using the examples that I have prepared. So for our first example, Sheila owns a boutique that sells a variety of clothing from formal wear to casual wear. She noticed a dress that wasn't selling for a long time, so she put a 13% discount on the dress, which was originally priced at 3,500 peso. How much is the total discount on the dress? So for this problem, the problem asks for the total discount on the dress, so ang hahanapin natin dito is yung amount of the markdown. And according to our given, we have the original price and the rate. So the formula that we should be using is yung markdown is equal to original price times rate. So replace lang natin, that would be 3,500 times 13%. But we still have to convert the 13% into a decimal, so that would be 3,500 times 0.30. So a little trick that I use to convert a percent into a decimal is just by dividing it by 100. So divide by 100, and pag divide natin yung 13 by 100, lalabas yung 0.13. So next is the times lang natin yan. Put it in your calculator at yung lalabas ay 455 pesos. So this is already your answer. The total markdown on the dress is 455 pesos. That is 13% of the original price of 3,500 pesos. Our second problem, Andre has been planning to buy a branded pair of shoes but didn't think it was worth the price. One day he saw that the shoes were now only selling for 4,500 pesos, which was originally priced at 7,000 pesos. Help Andre find the markdown. Anything else, need muna nating hanapin yung markdown. And based sa ating given, pwede natin gamitin yung formula ng original price minus S. So that will be 7,000 minus 4,500 pesos. At yung kakalabasan is 2,500. Now, pwede na natin gamitin yung formula na rate is equal to markdown divided by original price times 100. 2,500 divided by 7,000 times 100. Ayan. So, next naman, divide muna natin sila. Ang kakalabasan is 0.3571. So, ayun yung kinalabasan. Pero, kung makikita mo sa calculator, mas mahaba pa yon. Pero, yung technique na ginawa ko is ni-round off ko lang siya sa 4th decimal place since i-convert naman natin siya sa percent by multiplying it sa 100. So, ang kakalabasan niyan ay 35.71%. So kung ano yung lumabas sa calculator, pag dinivide mo to, pwede mo na yung diretsuhin na i-times sa 100. Although, dito ka sa part nito, mag-round off. So, kung ginawa mo yon, kailangan mong mag-round off sa 2 decimal places dahil percentage yung ginagamit natin. So, that is now our answer. So, for our last example, Marcus was a sales associate at a tech shop and was tasked to sell a laptop whose original price was 21,000 pesos but had a discount rate of 30%. How much should Marcus sell the laptop for? So, dito naman hinihingi kung magkano yung kabuuang dapat ibenta yung laptop. So, we must first find the markdown para ma-minus natin siya sa original price at malaman kung ano yung new selling price niya. So, we're going to use a formula markdown or MG is equal to original price times rate since ayun yung nasa given. So, that would be 21,000 times 30%. But again, need pa natin i-convert yung 30%, so that would be 21,000 times 0.3. So, dinivide lang natin siya sa 100 ulit. Ayan. So, ang magiging total nun is 6,300 PHP. So, ang total markdown natin is 6,300. So, para naman malaman natin yung original price, gagamitin natin yung formula na S is equal to original price minus MD. So, original price natin is 21,000 minus sa MD natin which is 6,300. So, ang magiging sagot natin is 14,700 pesos. So, this is the new selling price that the laptop should be sold for. Now, it is time to put all the things we learned and apply it for our activity. Feel free to pause this video or take a screenshot so you can answer our activity in the time limit you are comfortable with. And if you are confused with something, you can always go back and watch our discussion. Good luck! Oh, finished? Let's go ahead and check it then. So, to now check our first number, our given was the original price of 25,999 pesos at yung markdown natin 899 pesos. So, ang una natin hahanapin is yung selling price na original price minus MD. So, that would be 25,999 minus 899. At ang sagot natin ay 25,100. So, ito yung new selling price natin. At para naman makuha yung rate, gagamitin natin yung formula na MD divided by original price times 100. So, that would be 899 minus 25,999 times 100. Divide muna natin siya. At ang magiging sagot ay 0.0346 times 100. Kung ita-times natin yan, ang magiging sagot ay 3.46% ang rate natin. So, paalala lang, kung diretso mo mang i-times sa 100 yung lumabas na calculator after mo mag-divide o ito man yung gamitin mo, parehas lang silang mapupunta sa 3.46%. Ang pinagkaibahan lang ay kung ito gagamitin mo, dito ka na nag-round off at kung yung sa calculator yung gagamitin mo, yung sa buong calculator na lumabas, dito ka mag-round off. So, paalala lang ulit, kung mag-round off ka dito, 4 decimal places lang at dito naman ay 2 decimal places lang. For our second numbers activity, ang given natin ay yung MD na 1,299 pesos at yung selling price na 350 pesos. So, ang hanapin lang natin ay yung original price at yung rate. So, para mahanap natin yung original price, gamitin natin yung formula na S plus MD. 350 plus 1,299 equal to 1,649. That is now our original price. So, pwede natin ilagay yan. And for our rate, our markdown, that is 1,299 divided by our original price, that is 1,649 times 100. Ang kakalabasan ay 0.2122 times 100. At ang sagot natin ay 21.22%. That is now our rate and kompleto na yung table natin. So for our last activity, ang given natin ay yung original price na 15,000 pesos at yung rate na 14%. So ang hahanapin natin dito ay yung markdown at yung selling price. Using the original price times R, pwede natin makuha yung MD. Gagawin lang natin ay 15,000 times 14%. Now, again, need pa nating i-convert yung 14%, and the easy way is to just divide it by 100. Yan. So, ang kakalabasan niyan ay 0.14. Now, ang magiging sagot natin ay 2,100 pesos. That is now our markdown. For our selling price naman, we just have to get the original price and subtract it from our markdown. So, ang original price natin ay 15,000 pesos minus our markdown. Nakakakuha lang natin, that is 2,100 pesos. And our answer would be 12,900 pesos. So, that is now our answer. The table is now complete. So, did you get everything right too? Congrats! But for those who didn't, don't worry because you can always go back on your answer and see where you might have went wrong. Meanwhile, let's head over to our next topic, gross margin. So, to formally start, margins or gross margins measure the relationship between the cost you pay and the price you charge your customers. These prices will vary based on markdowns and markups, but ultimately they are the key to your retail success. So again, here is the terms for the gross margin. The gross margin is denoted by MG, the gross margin rate is denoted by R, and the new selling price is denoted by S. Now for the formulas. For the cost, we have S minus MG. The gross margin, that is S minus cost, or cost times R, again depending on the given, if we are given the selling price or the rate. For the gross margin rate, we have MG divided by S times 100. For the new selling price, we have the cost plus MG. And for the cost, we have S minus MG. So, with that out of the way, let us get ahead in our discussion. So for our first example, the cost to produce Anthony's line of custom shoes was 1,200 pesos each. How much is the gross margin if the rate is 25%? So we're gonna use the formula to find the gross margin, that is cost multiplied by the rate. So that would be 1,200 pesos times 25%. Again, we can't multiply the percent as it is. So an easy way to convert or move to decimal places is to just divide it by 100. So divide by 100, we would get 0.25. And the answer would be 300 pesos. That is our answer. The gross margin is 300 pesos. So for our second example, the cost of Marge's cake that was in order from her by a customer was 580 pesos, and the gross margin rate is 15%. How much should Marge sell the cake? Since kabuuan na yung price ng cake na hinihingi natin, kailangan na natin hanapin yung gross margin using the formula MG is equal to cost times rate. So, easy, that would be 580 times 15%. And 580, convert natin yung 15%, that would be 0.15, and the answer would be 87 pesos. So, 87 pesos is our gross margin. But, ang hinihingi sa atin ay yung kabuuang price na. So, kailangan naman natin gamitin yung formula para makuha natin yung selling price, that is cost plus MG. So, madali lang din yan. 580 pesos plus 87 pesos, that would equal to 667 pesos. So, that is the selling price of the cake. For our third example, we need to find the gross margin rate of a painting if the cost of making it was 12,450 pesos and got sold for 17,550 pesos. So, una muna natin gagawin, we need to find the margin using the formula S minus cost. So, that will be 17,550 minus 12,450. The answer would be 5,100 pesos. So, that is now the gross margin. The problem is asking us to find the rate. So, we are going to use the formula gross margin divided by selling price times 100. So, that would be 5,100 pesos divided by 17,550 pesos times 100. So, substitute lang natin 0.2905 times 100, and the answer would be 29.6%. So that is now the rate. Now, again, we will have to test if you've really learned something from our discussion. Take a screenshot of our activity or pwede rin naman i-pause so maaari kang makasagot sa oras na kailangan mo. Are you done already? Alright, join me as we check your answers. So to check our first activity, we have the given of the cost, that is 18,376 pesos, and the margin of 5,739 pesos. Now we just need to find the S and the rate. To find the S, we just need to add the cost, that is 18,376 pesos, to the margin of 5,739 pesos. So our answer would be 24,115 pesos. That is now our new selling price. Now let us find the rate, and we just need to put the margin 5,739 pesos divided by 24,115 times 100. Now ang lalabas dyan ay 0.2380 times natin sa 100. So, ang lalabas dyan is 23.80%. Now, kung diretso kayong nag-times sa 100 after nyo ma-divide yung MG tas yung S, okay lang yon, mag-end up pa rin kayo dito sa sagot na to. Need nyo lang mag-round off. So, lagi natin tatandaan, ang round off dito ay 4 decimal places, at kung dito naman kayo mag-round off ay 2 decimal places na lang. Our second activity, we were given the cost of 7,490 pesos and the rate of 10%. Now we just need to find the gross margin and the new selling price, and start by computing the gross margin. So we just need to put the cost of 7,490 multiplied by the 10%. So, but again, we cannot multiply the 10%, we need to convert or put 2 decimal places before it. So let's just copy this first, and the conversion would be 0.1. We'll get 749 pesos. So that is now our margin. Now to find the selling price, we need to put the cost and add it to our margin. So our cost is 7,490 pesos plus our margin of 749 pesos, and total would be 8,239 pesos. So, the table is now complete with our new selling price and our margin. So for our last activity, our given is the margin of 26,700 pesos and the selling price of 86,450 pesos. Now, let us find the cost and the rate. To find the cost first, we need to subtract the selling price of 86,450 to our margin of 26,700. And the answer would be 59,345 pesos. So that is now our cost, and to find the rate, we simply need to put the margin 26,700 and divide it by our selling price of 86,450 pesos and times 100. After dividing, ang lalabas dyan ay 0.3103 times 100. So, kung titingnan nyo sa calculator nyo again, mas mahaba po yung lalabas dyan. Pero, ni-round off ko na lang siya into 4 decimal places para hindi na tayo mag-round off sa dulo. So, ang lalabas dyan ay 31.03%. Again, it doesn't matter kung ita-times nyo agad yung lumabas sa calculator nyo after dividing. It doesn't matter because we will still end up with the same answer, although ang pinagkaiba lang talaga ay dito ka mag-round off imbes na dito. So this is our rate. Our table is now complete. Oh, kamusta naman yung scores mo? Okay ba? Don't worry dahil maaari naman i-double check ang mga sagot mo sa ating discussion. Now, I want to congratulate you for reaching the end of the video. That means you're really eager to learn something, and thank you for using your time to learn math. And to conclude, I leave you with a quote by William Paul Thurston. Mathematics is not about numbers, equations, computation, or algorithms. It is about understanding. Hindi mo naman kailangan kagustuhin lahat ng formulas or equations sa video na ito. You just need to deepen your understanding about your topic. Yun lang, and see you next time.